When The Simpsons is good, it's untouchable. That makes it even sadder that for a while it became downright awful. But we need the low moments to appreciate the high moments, and The Simpsons has certainly allowed us to experience that. Given how long it's been running for though, everyone thinks they know everything about The Simpsons. You can often find people just spitting facts at each other down the pub, which is both strange and weird. But now you can join in with them after this video because I'm Simon from What Culture, and this is 10 mind-blowing facts you never knew about The Simpsons. Number 10. Maggie is voiced by Matt Groening, along with loads of other people too. Unlike Homer, Bart, Marge and Lisa, when Maggie needs to make noises, The Simpsons producers just get whoever's available to stand in. That includes most of the female voice actors on set, just because it makes sense. But there's also been plenty of guest stars as well. It was Elizabeth Taylor who delivered her first word, which is Dada in case you'd like to know, and Jodie Foster has weighed in too. Then there was that Halloween episode where Maggie spoke like James Earl Jones.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Surprisingly, that was voiced by James Earl Jones. The most interesting is without doubt Simpsons creator Matt Groening, however, who provides the ever-present pacifier sucking sound. So think of that. Or don't. Number 9. Homer was almost Krusty. Ever wondered why Krusty the Clown and Homer look identical? If so, you have too much time on your hands. But you're also onto something because there's a reason behind the madness. Way back before The Simpsons started to build on its cast of characters and stories, one idea was that Homer would actually be the man in the clown costume. This would then tie into how Bart doesn't respect his own father, but does look up to his famous hero, even though they're one and the same. That's deep stuff right there, friends. Shame it didn't happen. Number 8. The McBain movie that wasn't intended. We all know McBain is one of the best Simpsons characters. Him and Duffman. If you were to line up all the McBain clips that are shown throughout the early series of the show, however, they actually make a tiny movie. I say tiny because it lasts about 3 minutes. It's more like a YouTube movie. But still, the fact that's even a thing is a cool Easter egg. What's even more interesting though is that this was never intended by the show's creators. According to producer Al Jean, the individual moments were just meant to be send-ups of action movie cliches. Them all fitting together was just luck. Or we're being massively lied to. Number 7. Fans think Barney is Nelson's dad. But he's not. So I thought I'd use this list to debunk that rumour once and for all. We've met Nelson's dad. He's some no-good bum that has hurt the Muntz family on more than one occasion. However, a common fan theory is that recovering alcoholic Barney Gumble is Nelson's father, simply because the two look alike, which they do. But much like the Homer Krusty conundrum, this is mostly just because if you think about it, everyone in The Simpsons looks the same. It's just the way it is. Number 6. The Simpsons love Citizen Kane. Everything has been parodied in The Simpsons, and I literally mean everything. There's even a whole South Park episode dedicated to that idea, because if you come up with a concept, there's every chance Matt Groening and his team have beaten you to the punch. The question then is what movie has had the most references in all the years the show has been running? Maybe not that surprising. It's Citizen Kane, Orson Welles' masterpiece. It is often referred to as the greatest film ever made. Second place? That's 2001: A Space Odyssey and A Clockwork Orange. So Kubrick has received plenty of love as well. Number 5. Springfield wasn't meant to be mapped, but someone went and did it anyway. The whole point of Springfield was that it would be shifted around to fit whatever the theme of the episode was. So, if 742 Evergreen Terrace needed to be closer to the nuclear power plant, it would be. And if it needed to be nearer to the cemetery, it would be, and so on. So even though there's no actual way to pin it all down, the fan went and pinned it all down. It's not perfect, because it literally can't be. But it's still quite fascinating to get an idea of the lay of the land, and also terrifying that someone spent time doing this. But let's stick with fascinating for now. Number 4. What the cash register actually says. In the 138th episode Spectacular, Troy McClure lies to us and tells us the cash register reads NRA forever when Maggie gets scanned through it during the opening credits. That's hogwash! A riff on Groening's anti-gun stance, the NRA being the National Rifle Association, the truth of the matter is actually quite interesting. From season 1 to season 20, the till read $847.63, which was the amount a survey said raising a baby in America would cost a month. Now, given you can barely read it, we've all got to dip our caps to the people behind the scenes. They basically made a reference for nobody. Number 3. Doe has never been scripted. Voice of Homer, Dan Castellaneta, came up with Doe himself after Jimmy Finelson's catchphrase from Laurel and Hardy as inspiration. But the scriptwriters have not once written that in the script. It's described as an annoying grunt instead. Not bad considering the word is in the actual Oxford English Dictionary today. Can get in there. can't get in a Simpsons script. Number 2, the Arabic version is completely different. The Simpsons has been so successful that it can be seen all over the world. Translated into so many languages it would blow up your brain just knowing the actual number. It's also been modified to fit different cultures. If you were to sit down with the Arabic version, for example, you'd meet Omar, who used to be Homer, and Abar, who used to be Bart. Omar also only drinks soda, Moe's Tavern never makes an appearance, and anything pork-related is switched with beef. The family, known as the Al Shamshuns, even go to mosque instead of church. Unfortunately, it didn't resonate well with audiences and was scrapped after 34 episodes. Oh well. Number 1. The Simpsons is meant to be a show in Futurama. Unsurprisingly, there's loads of Simpsons references in Futurama. It's just too easy, even if the idea at first was to have as few as possible. If we break them all down though, it turns out that in the Futurama universe, The Simpsons is a TV show. Aside from Blinky the three-eyed fish turning up in the first episode, we see Bart Simpson's merchandise, season guides about the show, and mentions of a Simpsons movie. So to Fry, Bender, Leela and all those jabronis, it's as real to them as it is to us, which is nice. And strange, but mostly nice. Know of any other Simpsons facts? Let us know in the comments below and then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can even come tell me those facts on Twitter at SimonMiller316. I'm Simon from What Culture, and I love The Simpsons, even when it's rubbish.